whoa, 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 whoa. And it's now here it's telling me take over immediately. All right, here we are, day number 6 of the full self-driving beta entry challenge. Let's see if I can maintain my score of 99 to be let in by midnight tonight for full self-driving. That is, if they are on time. We will find out. So we are in autopilot, going 40 and a 35, and coming up on a red light. So this is regular driving through autopilot, which is available in all of the Tesla vehicles today, and it will stay in the lane. And to my knowledge, you can on autopilot now change lanes while you're driving. So if I wanted to change in the left lane right now, I turn on my left blinker and it would change lanes. So I just disengaged the autopilot to turn right, because again, you cannot turn right or left using the current system today. All right, slowing down a little bit, making the turn. Great. And we'll go ahead and turn autopilot back on. And again, pushing down to go through the light because the gap was large enough that it was going to stop. Now for this next one, since I'm going to be close to this van, it will essentially pull me through the intersection. So the car is beeping at me quite a bit here because I am not holding the steering wheel, and I've done a couple tests with the current public build of autopilot, and it does not use the in-cabin camera to detect whether your eyes are on the road or not. So just as an example here, I'm going to stare at the road, and I'm on the count of 3, I'm going to let up on the steering wheel. So first of all, I'm going to speed up here a little bit. So right now I'm torquing the steering wheel, and I'm going to let up and stare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24. Now it's telling me to put slight force on the steering. So that's 24 seconds. Now let's try it again, not looking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, right there, 20 seconds. So about the same. So it's not using the in-cabin camera, which is located right above the rear view mirror right now in the current build. With the full self-driving package though, it does leverage the in-cabin camera, and that's how they track attentiveness. Now for this safety score rating, when it first came out, I was absolutely shocked that they did not include any rating on attentiveness to the road, because that is the most important thing. You don't want people staring at their phones, drifting off and not paying attention. That, in my opinion, is way more important than aggressive turning or hard braking. But I had initially thought that, I thought maybe they are tracking it, but they're just not telling you. And come to find out, they really are not tracking it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, whew, that was close. So again, you can't predict what other people are going to do when they cut right in front of you. And so that was a really close call, almost a forward collision warning there. Turn autopilot back on again. See, now, had I had autopilot on, it would have braked, and it probably would have been a hard brake, but it wouldn't count against my score. Stopping at the light. Okay, perfect. So it's actually turning yellow, so I'm fine to stop here. So when the light turns green here, I will have to motion for the car to go forward. There, it turned green, and there you could hear the beep. So pressed on the drive stalk here and proceeding forward. Okay, so I'm gonna do an experiment. So you can see up here the lane is closed and it's telling me to go left. So if I leave it on, let's just see what happens here. So this car is gonna go right, but watch this, I'm gonna leave it on. So everybody behind me is, so it's slowing down and it's, now here it's telling me to take over immediately. So it's not gonna go around these cones. So these cars are letting me go. All right. So that was an interesting experiment, just to show you how it reacts in those situations. In that case, it actually did stop. Sometimes if there's just cones, it will try to plow right over them. So you do have to be very careful when stuff like that pops up. That's again why you need to be paying attention at all times. Stopping for traffic control, it gives you a nice little message here in 100 feet, 50 feet. And again, stopping for traffic control in 500 feet, 400 feet, 300 feet. Little countdown there. So it's interesting, you can see there's one traffic light up there on the right, and it does show it closer than the two beyond it. And if you look way over there, it's kind of hard to see. In fact, I can't even see it from where I am. There's another traffic light on the other side of the road. So it did pick that up as well. What's kind of neat is that it will pick up different graphics. I remember when I first got the visualizations, I was so excited. But you have trash bins that show up on the side of the road. I don't believe you can see dogs, but definitely people. The images of people moving around, pedestrians, has improved greatly over time. Okay, so here we go. It's 55 degrees outside. I'm going to start slowing down much earlier this time, and turn on my blinker. Okay, that was nicely executed today. No problems there. I believe this is one of my last drives before I get the full self-driving beta software. Fingers crossed that actually happens. We will see. So I could have an incident here. We'll find out. But I am on the verge of 98, 99 at the moment. And hoping that everything is clear here. So it is Friday evening. The software is due out 12 o'clock midnight Pacific Coast. So that means it will be 2 a.m. in Chicago area here. So I may or may not be awake, but I'll probably set an alarm and just peek at my email. If I have something, I know I won't be able to fall asleep after that. So maybe I shouldn't do that, but that's how excited I am. All right, front of the line, here we go. So I really don't think we're gonna have any issues here. This drive is pretty straightforward. Go ahead and turn it on here. Okay, we're going 45 miles an hour. So a lot of repetition here this first week. Next week I have a load of travel, a lot of moving around. So a lot of new variety, new roads. It will be awesome to test that with the software. I just have to make sure I leave early so I'm not late for any of my appointments. But oh man, I cannot wait. I can't even tell you how much I am looking forward to this. You know, probably the most exciting part for me is to experience the improvements and to actually see it get better in the areas that I have found issues with. Because then I know that, hey, I contributed toward that improvement. Or, you know, the car did, but I drove the car through that area to allow it to improve itself. So that's what I'm really looking forward to, kind of being a pioneer with the full self-driving. One of the biggest problems with the Tesla vehicles, I would say, is the price. And a lot of people struggle trying to be able to afford these cars, and I feel for you. You know, I was in the same boat. I put my reservation in for Model 3, not right when they announced the car, but shortly after, and then I waited for a good portion of two two years or more before I could even purchase the car. And then the worst part for me was that once it became available, it was way too expensive. When Elon Musk had come out with the statement that the starting price would be $35,000, I assumed, oh, okay, $35,000, that's like a normal price. But then suddenly, when it came out, it was like 45. It was actually 47, or it was high. It was much higher than 35. So that really bothered me, and I couldn't buy it. You know, that was in 2000. What was it? 2018, beginning of 2018. I think maybe at the end of 2017. So prior to buying it, as soon as I saw the prices, I was like, this is ridiculous. So I waited and waited and waited to be able to afford it and contemplate it, and it was a nightmare for me because my dream of owning an electric car with cool technology was fading at the time, and it really bothered me because the only thing between me and the car was money. And here's how I did it. I'm going to teach you, okay? A little trick. I invested, and I have been investing my money little by little, and I'm talking about like $100 a week, $200 a week. As much as money as I can afford to invest, I've been putting it into the stock market. And then I also got into cryptocurrency. Now you're probably thinking, oh man, you know, okay, he's one of those guys, he just got lucky, or, you know, that's not for me. I've never been into that. Look, all right, so here I go on and on and on about investing. It's one of my passions in life. I'm going to save that for another video, but yeah. We have arrived safely. I think we are going to get this software. This is a 7-day challenge. I'm on day number 6, so I fully expected it would go over an extra day. All right, let's go ahead and check and see what we have today. And 99, we're still at a 99. That means we will get let in here at midnight. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed. Come on, beta. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and until then, have a great day.